Hey, this will be a video chart update on MCLN, MedClean Technologies Incorporated. Now, this will be a real quick video, but I've been getting some requests on it, kind of wanting to know what's been going on. And not too much would be the short answer, but nonetheless, I'll still get it updated here. If you watched our other videos on this one, you know we've been tracing the 60-minute chart, and that's what we're going to do again with this, is we'll just go over what the 60-minute time frame has to say, and then we'll kind of go from there. But overall, the chart is hanging in there. From an overall standpoint, still bullish, still in an uptrend and everything. And we have a bullish pattern here on the 60-minute, like we had last time. A few quick updates that I want to make on this. But first, let's take a look at this pattern on the daily chart. It's not as easy to see, but you can still see it. I'll just get rid of this for now. But if you look at the lows, that's all we're looking for of this consolidation period. We had this wild day, then things got a little bit under control. But here we had a low right there, and then a few days later, put in another low right there, and now more recently, it seems like this new low is right here. So you can clearly see that, over the past few weeks, the lows have been increasing and getting better, which is good, and that's what we want to see. But like I said, 60-minute chart, it does a much better job showing this. So let's just pull that back up. And the line that I drawn, or that I deleted, was just simply this one. And let me get that changed back to green for support, since this is our support trend line. But the new resistance that I'm kind of looking at, yeah, you could still leave it right here at 0.04, but the price has been able to, kind of get above it and close it above a few times. But when it does break above it, it seems that it's this 0.044 region that keeps knocking down the price. I'm going to get rid of that one. But if you look here, had a high of 0.044, and then about a week and a half or so later, once again came up there and bounced right off it. So right now on the 60-minute chart, we still have the ascending triangle pattern, meaning we have this 0.044 that's going across like this horizontally, but then we have this increasing trend line here that is our support, hence giving us an ascending triangle, because the triangle is making higher lows. And this is a bullish pattern, so another way to kind of think of it is kind of, this is a spring right here, and the spring is just getting wound tighter and tighter together before finally, hopefully, it will make its break to the upside. Are there any guarantees that just because we have an ascending triangle, the price will for sure break out to the upside? No, of course not. But it is a bullish pattern. And if people are questioning, well, how can you call it bullish just because it's ascending triangle? If we look down here at the 60 period, or excuse me, the 200 period, simple moving average, you can see it's got a clearer uptrend to it. So this sort of pattern happening within the context of a 200 period simple moving average uptrending like that definitely does put it on bullish levels. So from a support side of things, obviously we just want to see the support line hold. If it does decide to pull back some more, as long as this line holds, then things are good. If it does move upwards and get through this 0.044 region, the next support or resistance areas are quite a ways off, so things could really get moving up quickly here if the bulls can make a nice break of this. And when I say nice break, I'd like to see a nice volume bar come in, whether it be something like that or one of these. I don't want any wimpy little small green bar like that on any sort of breakout. I'd like to see some big volume, and if you can get that, then I really do like the chances of it to keep on moving to the upside and maybe give some of these previous highs another test. But looking on the daily, we still have this, but it's starting to get to the point now where I'd like to see it decide to make a move in one direction or another. It's had enough time to consolidate after this big, huge move here. It's pulled back, and then for the past, few weeks, it's just been, making this consolidation move. And from a psychological standpoint, it's one of those things where people are going to become impatient at some point in time and just decide to move on and put their money in something that's moving. Not that this one isn't moving, but when you see some of the other big gainers out there, people will give a stock a chance, and it's had a chance. It's had plenty of time, so people are going to want to be seeing some sort of movement here. So just keep that in mind. From a psychological standpoint, people are impatient. People want to see their money in something that's moving, and this one hasn't been doing a lot of moving yet. The past couple weeks, it's in a bullish pattern, but at the same time, if you just think of psychology, people do become impatient and are going to want to put their money in something else, even if that means just taking a little bit of a loss in order to try to make it back, and then some on one of these stocks that are moving more. So that's why I say if we can get this moving upwards again, that'll give people something. It'll make it, keep everybody happy. The impatient people say, okay, finally we're moving upwards again. And besides that, besides keeping the impatient people happy, you'll also draw in new buyers, which is always a good thing, and hopefully push it upwards. But overall, like I said, chart's still looking good, still in a bullish pattern. You just got to be, always keep a tab on the people from a psychological standpoint that might be getting a little restless. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, no strings attached, so it's worth at least giving a try. One more time, this was MCLN. Thanks for listening.